romantic, but you can get started on the sonatina. If you can't get,
I don't have a, I'm not sure I have the book.
It's okay. I'm going to lend you mine. I think it's right here.
Clements.
Clementi.
Hello, Achu.
Opus 36.
Hello, Achu.
Hello, what?
Achu.
Opus 36, number 4.
So I need to buy this book, right?
Yes, it can be a different edition. Sometimes the Clementi sonatinas are in something called a sonatina album, where they have lots of different sonatinas by different composers.
I may have a sonatina.
I see.
You know, the book, the whole book.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a sonatina book, it's probably in there because those are very famous. Those are very famous pieces.
Okay.
But whoop, careful, you're sitting.
Tracy.
And also, of course, you can scan that with your iPhone. Do you have turbo scan?
I didn't. I installed one, but it doesn't work. I didn't pay for that.
This one is free.
Really?
Yes. This is it here, turbo scan.
Turbo scan?
Yes.
Okay. I can install one.
Yes. You can use that, and then you can send it directly to your printer,
right.
Or you can email it to yourself. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do. Now, it's the first movement, I think, is 2 pages long.
One.
Yes. This is the second movement. The third movement is here, and one more page here. So that's all. So this you see is sonatina number 5. Okay.
Number 4. So that is totally
right.
4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 pages. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Exercise.
Exercise. Yes, we're going on to a new one today also.
Yay!
Okay. Let's move the bench a little closer. What's that?
Yes, but I saw. When you see,
What funny things did you see?
like in Minecraft Monster School, and the man said teacher's absent, and then Gal's like, yay, let's go home.
The teacher was absent, so you went home? Okay, here we go. 3 and 4 and... Remember, you don't need to do both hands legato. At home, it's fine. You can do it, but I only want 2 ways. Ready? So legato here, legato here. And 4 and.
Yay!
I'm going to sharpen my pencil. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Oyster playtime.
I asked them to read the notes and
Oh my goodness. Okay. Your next assignment is something that I call a recap. Now, you don't know this word, but we've had many examples of it actually.
What's a recap?
I'm about to explain it to you right now. Recap is short for recapitulation. And recapitulation is another word for, in a piece of music, when the A section comes back. So for instance, the recapitulation in this piece is right here, where the beginning, where the A section comes back.
Like this and this?
This and this, yes. That's right, yes. Sometimes if you ever watch the news on television, they'll tell you at the beginning, they'll tell you what the important headlines are, then they'll go into some detail about certain stories and things like that, and sports and weather, blah, 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 and then at the end, they will have a recap where they tell you the headlines, you know, the important things one more time. So it's a return to the A section. A recap for us, is we're going to be going back to doing Hanon number 1, just like it says in the book, but with some important differences. Now we're going to be doing it just straight, no fancy rhythms, no staccato legatos or anything like that. We're just going to be doing like it says, very fast. And when you get up to the top, we're going to come back down and go back up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, as many times as you can until you're exhausted, until you can't go anymore. And we're going to write down how many times he is able to do that. I'm also going to set him up with a metronome speed because I want him to play as fast as he can, but with beautiful fingers and hands exactly together and things like that.
Are you just doing legato?
We're going to be doing just legato as many times as we can. We're going to keep doing it until you're able to do 30 times without stopping.
Oh my god.
30 times without stopping.
But Hannah says 2 times.
It says who?
Hannah.
No, Mr. Henry didn't say that.
Mr. Cheese.
He wrote a repeat sign. Besides that, this is Mr. Smallest' rule, not Mr. Hammond's rule. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to see how many times you can do without stopping, and we're going to try it right now to see how many times that is. What is amazing to watch as you do this is that you'll see that day by day you'll be able to do more than you could do the day before. You'll be able to watch your hands getting stronger day by day because you'll see that number is going to keep getting larger and larger and larger. But it's very important to go at one steady speed because if he goes faster, then he will get tired faster. And if he goes slower, he'll be able to do more. But I want him to do the same speed every day so that we'll be able to watch his progress. Let me explain to you a little bit about this. Our body, when we do strenuous work, creates something called lactic acid. And that acid, like any acid, kind of melts away your muscle tissue. But the next day, it builds back that muscle stronger.
I didn't do anything.
My tree was surprised by that, I guess. So the body builds back the muscle bigger and stronger than it was the day before, and that's how we get stronger. And that's how you build muscles when you go to the gym, by working those muscles. And the next day, those muscles feel tired, but they build them back, and builds it back stronger. So that's how we get stronger. And so we're going to be doing this, as I said, at a certain speed, day after day after day, until you're able to do 30. When you're able to do 30 every day for 1 week without missing even one day, then we're done with Hanon number 1, and we'll go on to Hanon number 2.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay? So this is recap, Hanon number 1.
That's what we did on the first time.
Just like we did it the first time, that's right. But now it's going to be much faster
going to be 16 notes?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Come on, let's give it a try. Remember, there's not going to be any no rhythms like that. Just going to be hand number 1 straight, like it says. Ready?
Are we doing buttons?
Hmm.
Buttons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ready? And 4 and.
benchmark.
That's the
1, 2,
benchmark.
3,
That's right.
4,
That's
5,
right.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay. That's our starting point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That means
7, 8,
we need
9, 10, 11. Yes.
at least 2 weeks to reach to the 30.
You will be very surprised to see. Usually, by next week, the number will double.
Oh really?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So after 1 night of recovery, he's able to.
He will be able to do probably a few more. Yes.
Wow.
Probably by tomorrow he'll be able to do maybe 13.
So every day we need to push a little bit further.
Again, you see, because if you know, pain is the body's way of saying enough. You know,
Okay.
don't do this.
Okay.
Pain. I always joke about this that pain is a very, very useful thing because it's our body's way of telling us what not to do. If you hit your head with a hammer, bang, 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 you're gonna feel pain. That's your body's way of saying, don't do that. I don't like that. If you stick your hand in fire, you'll feel pain, and that's again the body's way of saying, don't do that. That's not good for you. Even if you eat some food that is not good, that has gone bad, and you'll feel a tummy ache, and it will come out. It'll come back out. But the body is so smart, you know, in a certain way. I hate throwing up. It's the worst feeling in the whole wide world. But it's amazing that the body says, no, this is no good. Out of here, and it's gone. You know, so.
He won't feel sore, right? Sore.
Yes, he'll feel sore. If he feels general soreness, that's okay. He can push himself a little more.
Yeah.
Any kind of sharp pain, especially in the wrist or on the tendons on the top here, any sharp pain, stop immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, his right hand is stronger. He's right-handed, I think.
He's
left-handed.
He's left-handed.
Yes, that's right. So one hand maybe the right hand may get tired sooner than the left hand, even though because of most of the composers are right-handed, so most of the fancy stuff is in the right hand and not so much in the left hand. So he, in spite of being left-handed, his left hand might still not be as strong as the right hand. So if one hand gets tired faster than the other, well, so be it. But no pain. And you'll be surprised because the next day, if supposing he's aiming for that 30 and he gets to 29 and he's in pain, thinking I can do one more. I want to make 30. Don't bother. Okay. Tomorrow he'll do it no problem because his hand will be a little bit stronger.
Right.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So the speed that I clocked you is 130.
Wow.
Remember that's 130 equals the eighth note. These are 16th notes, so it's 2 notes to the beat. 1. So when you put on the metronome, don't you dare go. I'm right with the metronome, but this is 130 equals the 16th note. Also, it's not 130 equals the quarter note. You know it takes 4 16th notes to equal the quarter note, so that would be. That's fast. Or 130 equals the half note. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know. That's too fast. So
130, right?
130 equals the eighth note. So 2 notes to every 1 beat. Okay? Make sure that you stay at that speed. If he goes faster, then he will get tired faster, and the number that he can do will go down.
Okay.
So I'm writing down here legato. 130 equals the eighth note.
Just
Okay?
legato?
Mm-hmm. We're also going to be doing staccato, but staccato is very tiring, and maybe he will only be able to do 2 or 3 or something like that. It will get very fast, and we're going to do a different speed altogether, only 90
Yay!
equals the eighth note. Okay?
90 for the staccato?
For staccato, yes.
I want to try staccato.
We'll do it right now, yes.
Yay!
Now, today's date is the 15th? No, yesterday was 15th. Today's the 16th.
16, yeah.
Okay. So we'll write down 12. Uh-oh. pencil just broke.
Oh no,
Let me go
that
quickly
makes
sharpen it. I'll be right
me
back.
sad.
I'll sharpen it again. OK，那有个新的曲子来了。好了。 4, I think. Right? 4?
Yeah, 4, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're writing 12, what is it, 16?
12.
That's today's date. And we're writing L for legato, and you did 11. And we'll write S for staccato, and you did 4. And tomorrow, we'll write down 12, 17. And then 12, 18.
And so on.
And so on. 12, 19. Okay, I'll let you write the rest of them. And each day you write down how many you're able to do. Now, if you want to help things along, after he's done 11 legato and he's rested and he
Arrested?
not arrested, rested. Hopefully not arrested. That he could do more. You know, it's possible to do more in the same day. But if he does 11, and then later when you go home you do 11 more, you don't write that down as 22. You write down that is 11, 11 and 11. You write both of them down. 11
Okay.
plus 11.
Okay.
Or if you do 5 more, you do 11 plus 5, whatever it is. But the number that I'm interested in knowing is how many times he can do without stopping. Okay? So if you do more, you'll get stronger even sooner.
Okay.
And again, you see the older kids. Are you paying attention? Now are you paying attention? Okay. You see the bigger kids, all the big noisy, fast, dazzling pieces that they play, like William and Kerry and Astra and all those guys. They have fast running fingers, and it's not magic. It's because of all of this. You understand? So the sooner your fingers are stronger, the sooner I will be able to give you some
What's
dazzling pieces as well.
What's dazzling?
Dazzling?
Mm-hmm.
Dazzled is when you are so surprised and shocked by what somebody can do. You know, like if you watch a person who can do magic tricks, and you say, "Ooh, that's amazing!" You know, or if a person can run really fast, or run for a really long time, you can be so amazed and surprised by that. I think you were dazzled when William played his gargoyles. I think you liked that piece really a lot, if I remember correctly.
I'm dazzled. My dad could run 2 miles.
Great. That's more than me, that's for sure. Yes. And so when you're dazzled, it means that you're surprised and shocked by how great something is. So I think that you're looking forward to when you're older and your fingers are stronger and faster, that you'll be able to play some of those wild pieces that I like to give. But first we have to make your fingers strong. What is good now is that he has beautiful hand position, has good sound, good pedaling, good phrasing, all that is good musicianship. Now we have to start to build strength. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the plan. So again, I want to be very clear about the word pain. Pain is very helpful because it tells us exactly what not to do. I heard this in the news about 20 years ago about a little girl who had, it was some kind, I don't remember the name of this, but it was some kind of syndrome. Mm-hmm. And in her case, she could not feel pain. And you'd think, how great is that? How wonderful is that to not have any sensation of pain? But in fact, it was a curse for her, because she, as a little girl, had a habit of chewing on her finger. You know, she'd make herself all bloody, and she didn't know that she was doing a bad thing because she didn't feel any pain, and she tended to chew on her tongue. It was in there, and she was chewing on it, and her tongue got all bloodied and mangled and horrible. So they had to remove all of her teeth. They had to take them out.
Oh
so
my
she wouldn't hurt herself. So pain, I joke about it saying pain is great, but pain really is great because it tells us what not to do. And so if he if he does a certain amount of hand and he wants to stop and he claims that he has pain, you have to believe him, even if you're sure he's lying. You still have to believe him.
Okay.
Don't risk it.
Okay.
But if he does only 5 times and he says, "Daddy, I have pain," and you're sure that it's just because he's bored, because it's really boring to do. But you still have to believe him. You mark down number 5, and then an hour later you do 5 more, and then an hour later you do 5 more, and you do 5 more. So you can. But if he said, I've had in my entire life, I've had only one student who injured herself playing the piano, and it's because the mother was a tiger mom. She was Japanese actually, but tiger mom before the expression tiger mom existed.
Okay.
Very pushy mom, and her daughter said she had pain, and the mom didn't believe her and made her continue more, and she hurt herself, and that's and so since then I have always been very, very careful to give a very long speech about the importance of if pain, you stop. That's the body's way of telling you what not to do. But 11 times is pretty good start. But you will be really amazed at how, if you keep it at 130, you'll be amazed at how big that number will grow very soon. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Good.
going to the dentist today.
Hmm?
I'm going to the dentist today.
You went to the dentist today?
No, I am going to.
You are going to the dentist. I see. Okay.
After class.
All right. Okay, now let me hear, we're out of time, but let me hear just a little bit of your sonatina to see if your Kabalevsky sonatina, to see if your rhythm is on the right track, because this is tricky rhythm.
Yeah. On your left hand, right?
Yes.
Like these? Like these?
Like this, yes.
Oh.
Let's put on the tree. There.
Piano.
Yes. Ready? Right hand?
We're just getting the lights on.
Ready?
Oh, I thought it's 36, number 4, right?
Opus 36, number 4, yes. Ready? Ready? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right and 2 and 3 and 4 and watch. It's gonna be some there. 1 and 2 and 3 and whoops. 3 and no quarter notes. 3 and 4 and 1 and yes. Now watch more carefully. You have that first E is 5th finger, and then 4th finger.
And then there's a 4th finger.
Okay, go from the beginning of that measure, from the A with your thumb.
This.
Four.
Oh, I'll write it down.
Okay. So 5, 4, and then 3.
Huh?
Are you using book or
Okay, start from that measure quickly. Put your hands up and 3 behind you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 off. 1 and 2 and 3. That's right. And 4. That's right. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Ooh. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and now 5th finger here and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now 2nd finger and no, stay in that hand position. Second finger on middle C. And then 3rd finger on D. And then thumb now. got the fingering right now. Let's get the rhythm. Those are all dotted rhythms. From middle C with second finger.
Okay.
4 and 1 and 2. No, third finger on the D. And 2 and 3 and 4. Oop, watch your fingering. Don't forget E flat. Yes, let's mark in that fingering for that measure.
Okay.
So you have second finger on middle C, and then third finger on the D, and then fourth finger on the E flat, and then third finger again on D, and then thumb on middle C, and that'll get you the rest of the way.
And then 2.
And then 4 on the F.
Sorry.
Then 4 on the F, and then 3 on the E flat. And E flat. Okay. Let's try that measure again. Second finger. 4. Yes, 4 and 1 and 2 and now thumb and 4 and that's right. Good. All right. I'm very happy with the rhythm. Just make sure that you keep counting. The rhythm. The only rhythm that you messed up is those easy quarter notes. Yeah, that measure too. You were just trying to get the notes, but in the first line you had some quarter notes there. That's the easy part.
This.
Yes. Okay. Good. We'll dig into this in a big way when I see you on Thursday. Okay.
On Thursday?
On Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Good job.